Restaurant Unstoppable. What the most successful restaurateurs know that you don't.
Oh, well, we do profit first, Derek.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, everybody, in case people aren't familiar with profit first, what is profit first?
Profit first is essentially allocating your dollars to different buckets, if you will. So we have an income account where all our money comes into the income account. And then we have, right now, I think between all the businesses, we have maybe 50 bank accounts.
Okay.
And so those are buckets, right? And every bucket has a purpose, sales tax, tips, we have rent buckets, we have all different things. So once the money comes into the income account, it gets allocated towards these buckets, of money.
So are those percentages for you?
How do we do it? We do it basically by actual dollars. Like, okay. I know what our rent is every month, and so I know halfway through the month I need 50% of that to be in there, and then towards the end of the month I need the whole thing in there. So I kind of know where the buckets need to be at.
It's cash flow management.
Cash flow management,
yeah.
Exactly. And so I'll be dedicating a bucket to our internal donation team.
Yeah. So it's just it's the envelope system, but instead of using envelopes, you're using checking accounts.
That's exactly it.
And the idea is, as money comes in, why they say profit first is because your business exists to give you profit.
To make profit.
To make profit. Yeah.
It doesn't exist to pay bills. So that's for sure.
But before, the traditional way of doing business was you pay all of your expenses, and whatever is left over is your profit. What profit first? Mike McAllowitz, should probably give him a tip, a little nod.
What's up, Mike?
Mike is the I don't know if he invented this or if he just put the words to it.
The Godfather. I think he is the inventor.
Well, I mean, people have been doing this for years. I think he just had the idea of using the checking accounts and then.
Oh, sure.
But anyway, Mike McAllowitz, Profit First. It's a great book. You take profit first. 10% of everything that you earn go off the top is your profit.
Yeah.
So you always make sure you're paying yourself, and then after that, it's and I always say cash flow and people determine your growth, but how do you know what your cash flow is, right? Yeah. So it's just a way to kind of have your eye on every penny that's coming into your business and allocating it, and also making sure you're paying yourself. But beyond that, you can do something where you have profit, and maybe you choose profit. 5% of your profit can go back to your employees, and they typically say profit is supposed to be for getting out of debt and investing in assets. Mm-hmm. But if your people are not an asset, I don't know what it is.
They're your only asset.
Yeah, exactly. So what's going through your minds as I'm saying that? I mean, you already know this stuff.
Well, yeah, and it's just, you have to make room for it. And I think you were saying how do you know? Because cash flow changes every day, right? Every day, every week, every month, every year, your cash flow is slightly different. It's either less or more, So I think you have to constantly watch the numbers to pivot. And I know you were just diving in a lot about prime cost. And so we look at prime cost every single day. We have EODs, which is end of day reports, end of week reports, end of month reports. So we're constantly looking at what is the percentage of labor we're paying, what's the percentage of food costs we're at, daily, weekly. But then that helps us pivot. So say right now I lose half my business today, right? Now we have to pivot very hard. We have to schedule less people. We have to order less food.
What scenario do you lose half your business in a day?
Yeah, I can't think of anything. But you know what I mean? So I think if you're staying on top of your numbers and you were very conscious about pivoting to make it work correctly, one of our mutual friends, I'm not going to say their name, but they started out with their restaurant making $1.2 million a year, their first year. Fantastic, right? Yeah. But then after, the time went on, I think.
Is that gross or net?
That is gross. Okay. But then then after the restaurant kind of settled in, the first year of them being the new thing in town, it went to $900,000 a year or maybe something like that. But that's a big difference, right? That's $300,000 difference. But that business owner was able to pivot and shift the labor, shift the food cost, and was able to make a profitable business under $900,000 a year, opposed to 1.2. And so I think if you can make the business make sense no matter where your revenue is. You just have to be ready to do that. And then as long as you're doing that, there will be profit, and there's a way to throw money in that donation bucket that you want to.
Yeah, I love it, man. Awesome stuff.